Hi there, Yang here again. With this video, we are going to continue with the interactive actors, like in the previous video. For before we go to begin, we go to the marketplace, and we're going to search for ancient treasures. And it's a free asset for Deacon. It's a good asset added to the project. Then we are going. I already did it, but I'm going to go over it. Basically, what we are going to do now is we are going to create two new interactable actors. One will be a door, that's where we're going to start with, and the other one will be a chest. So it's basically the same, only we're going to approach it differently. I'm going to show you. So I'm gonna walk to the door, single door, press E to open. You see it's playing an animation, so it's not finished, but it's the ID, and I have animations to do this, same for this guy. This is a self-closing box, so you see it opens. Then when I don't do anything and I go away, it will then automatically close itself. Then this is the same one, but this will not close. This will only close when I go back. Okay, so it's closing slowly. And then single door. Again, you see. So the ID behind the door, I'm gonna explain you because you see that it's, you see it's playing in a montage. So the ID behind the door is basically in the end that he comes to the door, and then when you interact with the door, that he will play opening montage, and but I need to, the problem is most of the time that he needs to stay, because if you then start walking, and when like now you see you can still walk against the door, that will be screwing up the montage at that point. So he needs to be disabled at a certain point. Okay, let's get started. For this, I'm going to go back to the main one, car, blueprints, items. I created the open and closing. So in the previous blueprints we made, the lamp and the other three, I put in a testing folder, and then I created a new one called open and closing. Then we go start. So I created a new blueprint of type actor, same like before. Then I'm gonna open this viewport. We're gonna start with the beginning. Eh? So I start by first adding a scene component. Oh, adding a scene component. I call the door frame. Then inside the door frame we need to have a mesh. So I added a static mesh, called it frame. For this purpose, as it is like a box for now, it will look stupid, so I set it to hidden. But once we have a real frame mesh, we can then show it in game. Then on the door mesh, we create another scene. Yeah, that scene is called door blade. So that will be the rotating element in this case. Then again, we have a door. I had to scale it because, like you see, I'm using the cube, so I had to scale it that it looks like a door. I also gave it another material so that it's in contrast with the frame. And we added to, I will add it to the door trigger maybe. That it stays with the frame. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna add that. So this will be, so maybe that's better. Yeah, I think that is better. That the door frame is the main root and then like so. Okay, then in the construction script, what did I do? I start by taking the frame, so the static meshes, and we are going to set the relative location for them. So basically what that means is when you put a mesh inside the slot, let me say, and the mesh does not fit the correct position, then you can go to the door settings, or like here. I'm gonna collapse it again. Then this guy we need, so we can change the door height, we can change the blade height, and like that it is fitting. Then the door offset, that is left right in this case. Then the maximum rotation, so that means the maximum the door will open. If you, like now, have it on 110, then the door will open like you saw. If you put it on negative 110, then the door will go the other way. So that is how you can do it then, with doing it left or right, but from the same pivot point. So this is the anchor, the pivot anchor, like when it's rotating. Let me show you if you want to go operate. So like this, and you will then go like 110 or minus 110. Okay, so that is set. So we go back to the construction script. So in this case, what I do, I take the frame, set relative position, make a new vector. We're working on the Z axis, and then we set, basically what I did is promote to variable and give it an appropriate name. Then again for the door, same thing. Here blade height we set on the new location, and we also set the door offset. But yeah, okay, like so. Then compile it this. Then on the event graph, I created a timer. Leave it to sorry, leave it to the default settings. I put it on replicated. Also, yeah, now that we're talking about replication, go on the defaults, go to replication, and make sure that your replicate is on and that replicate movement is also on. So that we need. Then okay, then like I say, we create a key on 0 and we create a key on 5, and the key on 5 is set to a value, a time of 5 and a value of 1. Yeah, for the rest we don't do anything special on this. Then I create two functions. Yeah, you see it's server, it's saying server. I already called it that in case that I need to put it like run on server, but for now it's okay. For now it's working, so we don't need to do it. Then I have a boolean for saying if the door is open. Okay, then we set it. So the moment we are opening the door, we set it first is open, then we start playing, then on the update the door blade will then start rotating with the lerp from 0 on the relative location, not the world location, and then we are setting the max rotation on the z value, and then he will lerp from 0 to the max value over the time of the alpha. Okay, and then when it's finished, and so then first we say like it's rotating, so the door is rotating, so that when it's rotating we can stop other things from interacting with it maybe. Then when it's finished we just say like it's not rotating anymore, so that is, I call it the door engine. And then we have the same thing on close, then we say no, the door is not open, and we reverse, so the door is again setting its transform and saying from we are rotating on finish, again he will stop, and that's it. Okay, then which one we gonna take first? I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna go first here. So on begin overlap, the moment you hit the trigger, then we check if it's rotating. If it's not rotating, then we continue, we cast to the player, we set the interacting character. I also get the owner and check if this guy is the owner. That is testing purposes, guys. Then we set the owner. We set can we interact to false, and then we call basically the interface. We call the interface call. So we are registering the pawn, and the pawn will be then this base character. Okay, so once it's registered, we want to then do an action, in this case interact, or we can step out of the trigger and then the interact will be set back to that it is able to interact. We unregister the owner, we unregister the interacting character. That is what happening when we leave the trigger. Okay, then on interact, so the moment you push then the interaction button, we check if we can and can not, in this case, so when we cannot interact and when it's not rotating, then we continue, otherwise we don't do anything. Then we check if our pawn in this case is valid. If it's valid, then we flip-flop. Then we open the door, refresh door state, play door montage. Door montage is for the character approaching the door, but this needs to have some more distance and stuff like that. But for now, it's okay. Leave it like now. We can also just disconnect this, and then the flip-flop, it's opening or it's closing. So then we go play the door engine, then refresh door state, update action text, and update widgets. That are two functions that I created. So first take this guy. So same thing like before, because we are going to get the ACF HUD. We cast from our HUD class, we get then the HUD widget. We cast again to get the interactive widget. And then once we have the interaction widget, we then set the interactable name to name. We store it, then the action text, we set the action text, and then we store the action text. So that is what we do when we update the widget. Then update the action text is open, so we check if it's open or not, and then we just switch from if it's open, yes, then we need to say close, and if it's not open, we say open. Okay, so that is the logic behind it. Let me quickly check. The trigger. Normally on the other one, we say like on the collision, we go and then we set it to custom pound so that it's detecting, so that basically the interactive widget is enabled, showing up. So now, because I do it like by the trigger, the moment you go by the trigger, then you will get it, and then the trigger, like I say, now the trigger is set to query only and pound, so custom, and then everything on overlap, so that is working correctly. And then we have one more function that is then the play door montage. I do, hold on, I will show you. That is interacting. So I do like this, get, right click, convert to, that is this guy. So it's just the same like doing get is one of the two, you know, this one, or if you want to do it with a branch, you can also do it then like so. So basically this one is the macro of this one. If I do, in this case, convert to macro, that's macro, yeah, like so. Then when I say I'm going to do it like so, we are then click on that one, put it up, true, false, voila. And if we're now going to save this guy, it's exactly the same as that one. Okay, is valid, is false. That it's just what you want to put in the comment. Okay, up, we don't need that. That's not. Then refresh door state, that was this one. Okay, that I put in a macro. I also could put it in a function if I want. That we also discussed. Update we also discussed. So this can also be gone. Same thing. We checking first. This is a good habit to do. Validating if it's, because you can have like a split second that it's not validating, and then you will have a lot of errors basically for nothing. And then I found this is ACF function, so instead of play montage, I found server, so I use this one. I look for the length of the animation and I do a delay. That is what I do. Okay. And basically what I want to do is, sorry, I want to somewhere put then like that the bass player cannot move, so that the input is frozen in a certain way, but I will see how we will do this. But for now, then I need to, I was overlooking something, I think, and that's why. Oh yeah, so the options we have. when we put it in the level. So we have for the door, yeah, the door is different. The door was the first thing I made, the chest the second thing. So we can then, like I say, configure the door height, the blade, the door offset, the max rotation, and we can give it like all other things. We can do it like this, super door, and it play a montage. I don't have any at the moment, but here, no, this will not work. I need to have the DPs because I'm using, that's what I mean, I'm using that that other skeleton. I'll take this one. Yeah, take that one. So now, if I would play this, and I would walk to this door, you already see me coming, eh? So, okay. For now, I need to disconnect. Okay, so okay. So in this case, I have a set of animations that are suitable for it, but yeah, no, not everybody got it. So okay, so what I'm gonna do for the door then is I'm going to disconnect this. I'm just gonna disconnect this so that we don't play. But this is to do. Okay, so that is it for the door. The door collision is blocking all the blade of the door, and the frame has no collision on it. Okay. Also for otherwise we cannot pass through. So that is the door. Then I'm gonna open the chest. So that's why I say like we need to have the asset, and it's nice, it's free. I use it a lot in my testings, so yeah, it's pretty good. So the build is the same. It's basically a duplicate of the door. So if you just duplicate the door, you'll also see directly I need to rename everything still, but that doesn't matter. It's about the functionality. There's a slightly different approach on this guy. Same thing on the replication. Like now I will then do the same thing like on the other one. Set the frame as root. Okay, the construction script is different in the meaning that instead of using a float, I give you the option to set all directions in this case. You can set it for the frame. You can set it for the door. And you can also set it for the trigger. Because on the chest, like here on the door, you maybe want to have two triggers, one on each side maybe. But yeah, you can do, you have an example at the moment. So this is just the same thing. There's nothing changed basically on the settings from here except from the naming. Then the construction script has then that extra that relative, but yeah, that's also just Control W, take the trigger, connect the DOP, promote to variable, and you're good to go. Make sure that the variables are visible. Okay, then the same thing for the here we need to do the same. So I have also animations for opening and closing chests. So that was the idea also. So same thing to do. So we don't play it. Then this is a little bit different. The engine is the same. There's nothing different. Same thing. Open, close, rotating. Like I say, it's the same code. The only difference sits him in. Where is he? Hold on. Here. In the end overlapping. I added the ability to auto close. So basically like I also changed the group. Max rotation stays max rotation. So in this case it's a minus value. Name this I just call like so. Open is the default action that will change on based on this one. Then the same thing is open. Can we interact? Is it rotating? The montage for advanced features. Then same thing, the character that is interacting that we need. And then this is the one and then I also put in a delay. So like you see, I put auto close, delay, and then he does it. But the delay, in my opinion, I can put to 4, I think will be a reason. I was still testing, that's why. So let's check out. Yeah, this is then on begin play. Yeah, like I say, on begin play, I refresh again the widgets, because otherwise, when you the first time walk to it, it is not displaying correctly. So I had to put it here. Okay, let's play it. Let's walk. So it's opening the door slowly. Yeah, that is the timeline. You can let it do it faster, maybe. Yeah, we maybe do. So this is a self-closing. I want to see if it's now going to close faster. Yeah, that is more reasonable, huh? Yeah, that is more reasonable. Open, open. Yeah, you see it changing, and directly when that's good, eh? It's changing really on the timeline, eh? So, voila. And here, no, here it doesn't do. Here it's still close, eh? This he didn't do correctly. Ah, hold on. Hold on. So that is not done correctly, eh? How can that close door? Hold on, I think. Let's test it again. Let's test it again. And the door will also do that at a certain point. Or maybe not, because we're not automatically closing it. That can also be it. So close. It's closed. To open. Okay, I still need to press twice. But they're okay. And when it's moving, you cannot interact. So it's not that you can now click and I disable that. And so this one is just opening and stays open, and this one will close automatically. But it's the same chest. Okay. Then you can put something in it. That will be one of the next things. And I'm gonna give you a little peek. You see this one is not working correctly at the moment. You see what I'm trying to expand upon? That will be for a next video. But yeah, we will do this together. So now close this, that we can have the control back. Same thing here. We have that that pilers that steal, or yeah, the light you don't see at the moment. Oh yeah, voila. I modified it a little bit. So basically, what on the light, I only put the spotlight a little bit higher and then give it a white color. But that's personal touch. You can make a light however you want. You can also maybe put a fire particular in it. Was it this one? I don't know. Let me quickly check. No, that's a statue. Statue. Interactable base. Which one is this? Oh, I thought that I had another one, but that is maybe I did in the sample project. Hold on. No, that's the world. No, that didn't. That was in my testing project. So now, core widgets. What I did, you can maybe also start do this. I created a copy of the inventory widget and the button. So basically dragged it to the main level, copy, and then I renamed it the inventory to chest widget. That's the inventory. So I'm gonna quickly show you. So that is this guy. And the other one is the button. So that's the button. And I modified it so that it's basically doing the same. So we start from having the canvas panel set to a custom 100 by 100. Then I have first the size box. The size box contains a button. That is basically the item button. In my other project I got it differently, but we will see. On the button, instead of text, I then put the item icon, so that is the one we are modifying. Yeah, that I replace, so the text I replace with item. I added in the canvas another horizontal panel with item name in it, a size box, and then the equipped. Basically, I wrap with size box. That's how this one is created. So then you have this layout. The equipment is a variable. The size box is set to 2525. This size box is set to 100, same like the overall one. Yeah, so that is it for the designing part. Then the editing part is this guy. That is the modification. Hold on, I'm gonna remove those two. So this is the modification. You see it already. Like normally this was connected to something else. So in this case, I want the thumbnail. So this is original from the bottom of the plugin. This is not modified by adding the item icon. We set it to the thumbnail. Then again, the text, the name, we set the name. And then for the equipped icon, we set the visibility, huh? And when it's equipped, we set it to green in this case. That is normally, but yeah, it cannot be equipped in this instance. So this can go out because it's a chest. You don't equip it. Okay, so that can go out. And maybe instead of having equipped, we can maybe modify it by if we do this away. And instead of that, like that, size box also gone. This will be let it be a variable. Then I think it was 10 or something. Color black. I want this to be center. This must be a number. Then yeah, number. I want to angle this in the center. Auto wrap. And I want to maybe also pad it a little bit. Something like so. This one maybe a little bit more. And left 4. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah, compile that. Then we go to the code, and instead of setting that visible, we don't need that anymore. Huh? That part we can delete. We need to have this here. Right? So we now need to set text. The text we want is this text. Like so. And I want it for here. I got it selected. I overlooked it. Amount. I wanted to have it on amount. Okay, save. That is the item button. Okay, and that is the code behind it. So there was no update or anything for the moment. I will look in my other project how I did it, because there I got like a hotbar, equipment bar basically at the bottom. The only thing I wanted, this was not like, okay, I found it in the game. So this is a canvas panel, added a vertical box that is anchored to the left and size to content I put on. Then it contains a border. Inside the border I have my header, a vertical horizontal box to hold the inventory text, and then a size box that holds the close button. Then below we have the inventory, that is a scroll, so I keep the scrolling one, so that is just we just changed it. We, instead of doing it like inventory and then add the children, we added the wrap box. I set the wrap size to be 510, explicit, horizontal, both filled with the inner slot padding of 2, up and top, bottom, left, right. For the rest, I did not do anything. Then what I did, I go in our created, and then I took the DB chest item and I just added it. Like you can see here, you can eventually, here for example, put it like a default, but yeah, we didn't set this in the button. You know, we didn't set it to take a default. We just set it like that. So I think maybe, hold on. Take the item again, and where is it? I think this one, it was a button. Maybe as default put it on that 1, 2, 3 thing. Yeah, I do it like that. And then save this. Okay, so now it's gray. But if it's empty, what was it that I don't like at the moment? Hold on. So in this case, that is the chest, yeah. So we did it, yeah, that one is okay. So we go now back to the core, blueprints, items, interactable inventories, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And I call it test chest, you already see it, it's the child. It's a child of our chest that we just made previously. The only thing that is added here is the equipment component. So I'm adding an inventory to it. That's the idea behind it. Then I gave it 2 starting items. So maybe put like then I don't put auto occur on, just to maybe like this. I do it like this. Doesn't matter. Just for testing of it at the moment, and just to have a design look. Okay, so normally now I have 10. What I did, construction script, I did not do anything. I also did not do any extra functions. Then in the event graph, what we need to do, very important, we need to take our inventory and we need to initialize it, otherwise it was not working. So I come to this because yeah, I was just working on it. Then here we go. On event interact by pound. The first thing I do, I call the parent. Okay. Then, because I want that, this time I want it. Then what I do, I check if our inventory widget is valid. If it's not valid, I create it. Then we add it to the viewport. We, for this reason, put the input mode to UI only, and we show the mouse cursor. Okay, that is what happened when you press, for now, the interact button. So, and on the chest widget, when, so here it's just the same. This I didn't modify, so that is exactly the same. The only thing that is added is this guy. So on click close, remove from parent this, so the chest widget. Then we reset the mode back to game only, and we hide the mouse cursor. That is what happened here. Then we quickly go over the refresh one. Then instead, like I say, instead of having the inventory, I have the item list. So it's changed from inventory to item list that is clearing the children. The rest is the same. This is default icon. I just put it. Then this is also the same. This is just debugging to see what we got in our inventory. That was what happened then. This I had, but I say it was not working, and that came because we didn't oh sorry, on the other, we didn't initialize, basically. That was the problem. And then yeah, this is just the same. The inventory is changed by item list. So this is what we got up till now. So I'm gonna compile, I'm gonna save this, the same thing, compile and save test map. Play the map. I am interested only in that chest at the moment. How many elements I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we limited it. Oh yeah. That we need to do. When we click, we close the chest. Because you see now, he reopens it. So when you click, you need to close the chest. Okay, that will be here. No, you don't close this one. That is not for now. I'm gonna focus on this. This I need to have an extra variable. I want to have an extra variable. Okay. Now like so, expose on spam. This one also. But wait, this can be, I will see. Hold on. So this, so we're referring to ourselves for this part. Yeah. So the moment it's created, you then will put this. And then here we create all the buttons. Okay. Yeah, bear with me. Now I need to think. Then I think. So yes, chest widget. Yeah. Okay. Now I was distracted because I don't need to be here. I need to be in this guy. So first things first. Name it. That we have the correct namings, of course. Save it. Normally the rest will be automatically then. I was in this guy. Lootchest. That is what I want to do. Then I want to remove it from the parent. Then I want to do that, and then I want to reset my chest. Is the logic working? Is our logic working? So I cannot do anything with the guy. I cannot walk, I cannot do. That is good. I click on close. Oh, and the chest is closing. Basically, what I need to do also, I think, what I need to do also, before I do this maybe, or even directly here, I think I need to do this. The moment we are doing this, let's see, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Open. Yeah, it's opening. I can select. Fruit poison. That's good. 111. Okay. Now I press this. No, it's not working. So the interaction stays on the chest. That was not what I want. Yeah, that you cannot call. That you cannot call. Okay, leave it for now. Leave it like it is for now. I think now I'm going to go back widgets, and now I want that item back because it's a button. I want to have a click on it. I want to have the inventory item. Because that's the one that is holding at that point. I want to have, but I don't see. don't see what I want. No, that's not what I want. Components, that's what I want. I want to have it. That I want to have twice. Like so. I want the SPO to be exposed on spawn. Compile and save. Then this is what I want. And that goes like, hold on, huh? It's in there somewhere. Huh? Here, this guy I need. Move item to another. That is what I want to do. And I want to move it to the character. That's what we want to do. Huh? And then I think I need to be on that guy. On the refresh. No, not there. But we need to be on that side also. Compile and save, so we are loading in the values. Refresh this guy. Then this guy is the chest. And the target is the character. Yeah. Those were both set to, yeah. I'm going backwards, you see it there. Then we need to, in some manner, set this. And we are updating the widget. That was not what I want. Also not what I want. And those were just the two. Construction script, no. Event graph. I need to be there. Here I need to be. Yeah, that is where I need to be. Where is it? Where was that hot thing that I did open? Damn it. Yeah. That is just. Or is it on the main? No, on the. Ah, here, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. I need to have from this guy. Get a No, I need to cast first. I need to cast. No, hold on. Chest. Here, this I need. Interacting character. Get that guy. And I want to have the inventory. No, I want to not have this guy, but this one. Target. So at this point, this is okay. Now comes the other parts, and that I find a little bit tricky always. Okay, so that must be okay. So back to the item now. So we now need to have an item. How do we get that item from that? Yeah, inventory item normally, yeah. But how can I go from here to there? What is happening? Break the inventory item. Hold on, I'm gonna, sorry, gonna make it a little, what was it, control, huh? Yeah, if you hold control, then you can zoom extra. Put that a little bit here, expand it completely. What does this deliver me? The item? That was easier than I thought. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you overlook it. Okay, so normally and the count, yeah, we convert that. We move everything over. But now comes the question. I did not. I also hold on that post-processing. Where is the post-processing? Can I hit it like this? Yep, I got it. I'm gonna remove this guy. Okay. Then test chest inventory. Oh yeah, okay. Then that is how we did it. We put 10. Nothing will be equipped. So leave it like that. Okay. So normally, if the calculations are correct, I need to go on the map, on the world settings, on the player controller. Did I? No, I did not. I'm gonna put it on I. Voila. The controller. Oh. Widget. The first select your widget, then create the. Hold on, I'm gonna just use the. ACF one, doesn't matter. Equipment component, that was somewhere around here. Okay. Must go in there. Like so. Owning player is normal self. I'm gonna put it. Voila. Promote to variable. Yep, that is okay. So now instead of doing it like that, put it a little bit higher. Do it like so. Inventory get. Make that checksum to be valid. If it's not valid, create it. And then take it back. Control add to viewport. Then once it's added to the viewport, then I want to mode. I want to UI only mode. I want to again have the inventory to focus on this, then this or self will be the player controller. And then again, we want to cursor set shown, show the cursor. That is what we want to do. Compile and save. Yep. And now I'm going to save everything. Save selected. Play. Put it on a big screen. Yeah, widescreen. Open. 10 elements. I showed it there. And why he doesn't take the last ones? No, it doesn't take the last. Okay, no problem. My inventory is maybe full. Then we say why? Oh, look on. That was working. Yay! Okay, but now we don't close it. We don't have the close button. No, it's okay. Okay, errors will be because we were using something we don't need to use. Where is my mousy? So that is not so bad. Yeah, we didn't do anything on our side on the inventory yet, so but yeah, like you see, but I still wonder if I can pick up the weapons. Or must I maybe put them on auto-equipped? Hold on. Like chest. No, that's the test chest. Apple, and one is the X. This guy is the X. Put it on auto-equip. And if I put this also on auto-equip. Normally you don't have equipment slot, so hold on. That should be then this. Yeah, like so. So we first move it to the inventory then, eh? Is equipped. Item info. Maybe do it like that. Break descriptor first. I am interested in the type. Equals enum. Melee weapon. Do that 3 times. Ranged weapon. And one more time. We're gonna do it one more time, and this will be then for the consumable. Where is it? Consumable. Then or extra pin, like so. Then a branch by holding B and click. This is what I want from this guy before I do this. So basically, if it's of type that and not equipped, maybe. And not equipped, then if that statement is true, then I want to only continue. Okay, let's see what is happening. So normally if there's like the sword or the axe or the consumable and it's available, then okay. And it's correct, because I think if we go look on to our character, that the character has also 8 slots, and that's why I think that is the case. So in this case, then we will go back to blueprints. In this case, we will go to the base. Maybe put it directly on the base. So I was saying equipment 8. Put that also, or give this guy maybe, so 1 kilo per slot. Wow, maybe give him, no, 20 is maybe too much, or not. Yeah, 20 is maybe too much. Do like 12, for example. Hold on, let me first watch that. Designer, no, that we don't need this one. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 rows will be, yeah, but it's giving me the other one, but yeah, put it on 12, doesn't matter, put it on 12. Because we are not working on our inventory system, we are just looking. Okie dokie, so normally that is set for all the guys now. And let's find out what it is doing. And then I'm gonna rename that also. Again, it will open. Yeah, perfect. I took you see, and now you cannot not do anything. Because yeah, I'm not intended to do this. We will, once we are going to do, we will really modify everything. Maybe take some element from another project I'm doing also with ACF that has like a compass here at the top. No, it's I would say I'm going to end the video around here. I think for now, to be honest, not that bad, to be honest. We have like interactable elements. One that is draining or consuming statics. We didn't mess a lot with statics, just then we have a door we can open and close. We have some regular chests you can do stuff with. Then we have in this case, I'm going to, before we're going to forget that, what I'm gonna do, interactable items, yeah, inventories. This will be renamed to dp underscore Lootchest paste, and maybe, yeah, maybe, hold on, huh? That is the one we want. So this is okay. That is for now okay. And that is also okay for now. The chest I don't want to be this one. I want to have this one. I want to do something else quickly. And that is I want to have this guy. And that sits here. So we need to first drag in this. Then I want variables of ACF. Get available sort, get starting items. That's what I want. And on begin play, once that is done, I want to store this value to spawn items, so that we have the start items stored. Okay, compile and save. Then I want to have this again. I want to have the information about, maybe do it like valid index. I want to see if the valid index B and then can I do set Set starting items. If it's a valid one, then no, if it's not valid, if it's 0. If it's not valid, I want to spawn items. That is what I want to do. Then what can we do? Where can we? We can maybe we can maybe put it on the behind here. That is perfectly possible, huh? So that we once we pick something up. No, then here. No, that needs to be on, what was it? On. What was it? Yeah, on item change or something, eh? This one. On item change inventory. We check if this is the correct way to do it. Let me quickly check. I believe it's like that. Because I need to check if the inventory is empty, yeah? So if the inventory, but then disconnect this guy again. Leave him over here, put him over there. So if the inventory is empty, and something, if it's running this function, that's what I want to know. If it's running this function. Inventory is changed. Save. Connected. This changed, yes. This. So inventory is changed. This. And it's already late. Changed. Okay, but then we know that this function has run. Okay, so quickly test before I'm gonna wrap it up. Inventory is not changed. That is what it's telling us. Now I open. Inventory is not changed. Inventory is not changed. Yeah, that's normal. What is running the function? Yes. Not changed. It's 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 not changed. But there's nothing in it anymore. If I now Close it. Let that close. Walk a little bit around. No. Hold on. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do just this again. Hold on, huh? Maybe I need to do it like so. Because he always was telling. I'm gonna change this. Now I change this. And I'm gonna connect this to that. Okay. Wait. No, we don't have anything. No, we don't have anything. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now we got. What is not updating, eh? So, it is not updating. So this is never executed. What length do we get? So he's always saying not change it, huh? Up. Control C. That. E plus. Again, test it quickly. What did it say? Inventory changed. Where did he say it? Oh yeah. Inventory is changed. But it's not. When the length is equal. That's strange. And now you say it changed. Inventory is changed. Inventory is changed, is changed, is changed, 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 changed. Inventory is not changed. No. 0. Inventory is not changed. And the length is 0. that means that I need to flip-flop. So I need to flip-flop, that's true. Okay, then investigate now. What do it? Now we have control. Clear it. Okay. It's not changed. 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 It's not. It's not. It's not. Nothing happened now. So maybe now we need to again do this. Control C. Control V, because he was constantly doing this, I think. Okay, try again. Open it. Clear the log. Yeah. He does it. Okay. Then what we are going to do is remove this delay. Give it a delay of 5, for example, or maybe 10, so that it's not directly doing this. This can go out. Maybe put a delay here, like so. Like so. Wait. Oh yeah, this we can then remove. Then we can also put this guy a little bit closer to keep it nice and steady. This needs to be okay, yeah? That we also don't need. What we can maybe do, that was maybe not a bad idea. Inventory widget, chest widget. Get. And then what? How did I call it? Can we get this call function? No. Remove from parent. Remove from parent and we close the chest. But that I want to do. This I want to do first before the delay. So this I want to do first. Hold on, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna put a sequence. So first we remove. Second, we set the delay, and then we reset the list of items back to the starting items, and we then reinitialize the inventory. That is what we are doing. Okay, let me see. It's opening. We take everything. I want to have everything. Oh, I forgot something. Remove from parent. Then mode must be put back to game only. That is that. And show cursor. No, we first need to have, and then we need to have first that interactive character. And that's the first guy we need. So I need to have this guy. No, that was not good. We need to have the player control because this is not working. And then also it's, then we just do controller. Get local ACF controller, that is also good. Because widgets are, and then that is set show cursor to false, and that normally must do it. Okay, again, take everything. And we can walk back. It gives us back the cursor. Then after a while, when we will come back, we will so now, yeah, that is something I saw a lot this morning. Well, I loaded back in, but the chest was not opening. Oh yeah, now it is opening. Okay, voila. I think that is a long one. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will look at the error that I see. Lootchest. So something was. What does he say? Trying to read owning chest. Okay, then we do the same. Convert to valid. That's what I mean. Sometimes you get errors. So I quickly watch the error. So I'm gonna show you the error. So like the close event. So he is trying to read the property owning chest, but yeah, it can be that the chest is deleted already. Yeah. So only when the chest is valid, then we perform this action. So save. Okay, here same thing, save, and I'm gonna close it. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll see what we will do in the next one. Bye.